Being the oldest living language known to man, astrology can be seen as the foundations to most of man's monotheistic religions. Many deities and spiritual characters throughout history are simply personifications of various planets and celestial bodies. With this in mind, we are able to use astrology to explain what the Christ, the Antichrist, and the substitute Christ really are. And from this we can determine the time of the second coming of Christ. Jesus Christ is the personification or ambassador for the metaphysical characteristics of the planet Jupiter, a planet associated with optimism, hope, goodwill, good fortune, and abundance. Jupiter was the Roman name for the Greek planet Zeus. This gives us Jupiter Zeus, or Jew Zeus. The astrological glyph for Jupiter is the crescent of spirituality over the cross of materialism, prioritizing spiritual concepts over those of the material realm. Through the Christ, or the crescent, the connection to the Father, or Logos, can be made, a realm of infinite possibility within a sea of universal consciousness, a realm which exists outside the constraints of time and space. The Antichrist is the opposite of this. As anti-clockwise is the opposite of clockwise, the Antichrist is an inversion of the Christ's spiritual optimistic and goodwill characteristics. The Antichrist is the planet Saturn, personified as Satan, the ancient Persian name for the planet. He represents the cross of materialism over the crescent of spirituality, placing earthly and material principles above the crescent or connection to the Logos. Saturn is the planet of pessimism, order, control, frustration, restriction, and loss. Its basic characteristics restrict Logos influence, pulling humanity down into lower vibrations of worldly affairs towards the domain of the demiurge. There is a substitute Christ, a planet which has similar metaphysical characteristics to Jupiter. It is one of the outer planets, which cannot be seen with the naked eye. It therefore has greater influence on us through our subconscious. It is a planet of freedom, independence, rebellion, genius, and new technology. Its glyph is also a crescent over a cross. Consequently, it is considered to be a substitute Christ, facilitating Logos consciousness as it devolves down into the earthly and physical realm. For the past 2,160 years, we have been in the age of Pisces, the two fish. This age, or zodiac sign, was ruled by Jupiter, hence why Jupiter Zeus was the Messiah for that age. The new Age of Aquarius in ancient astrology is ruled by Saturn, the Antichrist. He will also rule the following age of Capricorn, dominating earthly consciousness for the next 4,320 years. If we look at Matthew 3:2, John the Baptist talks about a new kingdom at hand. If we use the Greek translation for heaven, Oranos, the whole verse takes on a new meaning. When considering Uranus will be the new or joint ruler in the first half of that Aquarian age. Since the rediscovery of Uranus in 1781, this planet in modern astrology has been assigned rulership over the first half of the Aquarian age. This is essentially a substitute Christ, sharing the throne with Saturn. However, once 1,000 years is over, Saturn will be released from his cage. The true second coming of Jupiter, or Jupiter Zeus, the crescent of spirituality over the cross of materialism, will take place once we move into the sign of Sagittarius. But this will not happen for another 4,320 years,